now, what is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I almost can't believe it, still can't believe, that Scream is back. I am talking about the VH1 series, no longer on MTV. It feels like we've waited over 2 years, and maybe we have waited that long for Scream Season 3 to come back. I know that I have, at least if you have been following and watching my reviews of the Scream series, I have ranted and crapped on almost everything that this show had to offer. But I was interested. I was intrigued once they decided to change up the cast, change the characters, change up the stories, and especially bring back the original Ghostface mask. And so we start off with the very first scene. In fact, I did a trailer reaction or a clip reaction of this very scene where you see Paris Jackson, Michael Jackson's daughter. And honestly, I was a little disappointed with this scene because I was expecting her to get killed. The fact that she is a name, I'm not saying she's the biggest celebrity in the world, and I'm not saying she's as big as Drew Barrymore, but it's a pretty decent get to get Paris Jackson and to get her on the show and to kill her off. But they didn't do that. They had some kid wearing the Ghostface costume, trick-or-treat at her door, pretend to kill her, but he had a toy or retractable knife, and he just left. You see that it's a little kid, and this kid gets his candy stolen from him, and then his brother shows up, and then they try to get the candy back. They go into this place that supposedly this Hook Man lives, and the kid who's wearing the Ghostface costume gets killed by Mr. Hookman, and you see that this Hookman is played by Tony Todd. Honestly, I was thinking, what the F is going on here? So weird, so random. So we jump ahead years and years later, and we meet our main character, Dion, played by R.J. Cyler. And I really like this kid. I do. I liked him ever since I first saw him in the Power Rangers movie from a couple of years ago. Also, he has shown up in Black Lightning. So, look, he's a good lead. He's a good actor. A hell of a lot better than the last main character that we had in Scream. I'm talking to you, Emma. Yes, I am. I do not miss Emma as a character at all. So this kid, you see that that beginning scene with the kids getting killed, that was actually his brother when he was young, and he blames himself because he ran off and let his brother get killed. You see his dynamic at this school. He's like a football player, but you see that this other kid, Avery, is giving him crap. Hints of racism going on here. They're also kind of sort of competing over this girl. So there you go. The consensus is that it's probably Avery, right? It's probably the bully, the jock, the mean guy who is the killer, until of course he gets killed at the end of the first episode. And look, I'm not saying that I loved what I saw in this show or in this episode. I'll say that, yeah, so far it's better than the first 2 seasons and the MTV show. Sure, it's better, but again, that's not saying much. The acting's better, the pacing's a little better, there's more kills so far, and the kills are better, sure, and it's a hell of a lot better to see the actual Ghostface mask. There's still something lacking, though. There's still something missing. Yes, we have the phone calls with the original voice, Roger L. Jackson himself from the original movies. So everything is there. The ingredients are there. I think it's just, maybe it's the backstory. Honestly, the scene in episode 2 where we saw Dion and the girl, I'm forgetting her name, where they are talking and she tells him, hey, what if it's your brother who survived because you didn't, I guess, see him die? And what if he's mad at you because you let him get killed or you just left him there and ran off? So what if he's older now and he's come back for revenge and he's messing with you as Ghostface? And when she said that, I said, oh my God. If that's the case, especially because it's his twin brother, so you'd have to have the same actor play another role of the bad guy. Man, that would totally, absolutely suck. But it's not confirmed that that's the case. It's not. And the main characters, let's talk about some of the other characters at least. They called themselves the Breakfast Club because they all had detention together. At least they pointed out how much of a stereotype that was. You get a few characters like Biggie's son. Yes, Notorious B.I.G., his son is here as the nerdy guy, which is funny. I never thought I'd see him play a nerdy type character. He likes Star Wars and whatnot. Of course, in this show, you're still a nerd for liking Star Wars. And he likes this girl, Beth, that's also there. I thought Beth looked familiar until I realized that she was in The Punisher Season 2. And she was pretty annoying for most of that season. But I like her goth look here. I like that she has this thing about her where she says whatever's on her mind. She made the joke about the main characters being black, so they're probably going to get killed. Kim is played by Keke Palmer, who I'm still adjusting to her being on the show that I'm not supposed to completely take as a joke because I last saw her on Scream Queens. Of course, now she's on the actual Scream show. It was interesting to see her watch the Halloween remake because out of all of the Halloween movies, they decided to have her watch the remake, the Rob Zombie remake. Anyways, so like I said, there was a Ghostface party where everybody was wearing Ghostface costumes and masks, and that's where the character Avery gets killed. That party was hosted and put on by Tyler Posey. Yes, Tyler Posey is on this show, or should I say he was on this show, because at the end of episode 2, he gets killed. So far, episode 1, they made you think it was Avery, and then they killed him. Episode 2, they made us think it was Tyler Posey, because not only did he host the party, but they showed him robbing a store for some medicine, which I guess later on was revealed it was for his grandmother or something. But then you see that because he used the Ghostface mask to rob this place, but then he gets killed. So, honestly, as far as theories and whatnot, I don't know who I think the killer is. I'm going to lead more towards maybe the Beth character, just because I like her, and just because she's goth and mysterious, and so I guess maybe they'll dream up of an explanation for why it could be her. Otherwise, let me know in the comments below what did you think of these first 2 episodes. Did you like it? Did you love it? Is it better than the MTV version, or do you guys not care? Is it not as good? Yeah, sure, it's not as good as the movies, and it probably will never get to that point. So I'm not going to be too upset over that. I'm just saying that for what this is, it's fine. It is. It's fine. It's fine. Decent kills, decent acting. It is great to see the Ghostface mask back. I can't complain all that much. Hopefully the killer's reveal. And maybe that's what I need to wait for. I need to wait for a satisfying ending. I need to wait for a reveal that makes me worthwhile, that surprises me, but in a good way. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
Hustle legit, pop a big bit, separate it, shop it for profit. Hustle legit, hustle legit, hustle legit, hustle legit, hustle legit, hustle legit, hustle legit.